Welcome back. Now we are at the last part of the decoupling report. What you can click on is the next one, which is to decouple report of the decoupled person buying another property. So John buys from Mary. So Mary has sold the property and Mary doesn't have any property, right? So what happens? So this is 2.3 million valuation of their home. So John, Mary, and John has one count of property, Mary has one count of property. If either John or Mary buys another property, the second property will be considered second property, will be two count, right? So they will incur high additional buyer's stamp duty. So after this case, what happens is John will own 100% of the $2.3 million property, provided he can finance it or he has enough cash for it, or combination of both. Right, so John still has a property count of 1, but Mary will have 0%, and then Mary would have a property count of 0 in this case. So Mary looks around and saw another property that is $1.5 million condominium, and then currently we will calculate the affordability and buying financials for Mary after being decoupled by another property, down payment, and as well as the loan. Right. So after buying the property, Mary has one count of property. So each one of them has one count, and they have successfully decoupled. All right, let's have a quick look. Earlier we spoke about cash flow analysis of the buyer of the decoupled property, right? The existing property of the existing portion and buyer portion, the cash flow analysis, and so on. And now we look at the purchaser power quick analysis for the next new property. So in this case, we just call it Mary. Mary is, after being decoupled, by the next property. The property she has identified is $1.5 million, and the loan amount of that is 1.125. And to assess for this loan amount of 75% 1.125, based on her income, she fails, right? 62.78 is a fail, right? Instead of 1.125, she is only able to borrow up to 1.074 million, right? So it says, oops, it looks like you are not able to purchase this new property with down payment of 25% and loan tenure of 25 years. You could try aiming at properties with a lower price, right? Alternatively, you can still, nonetheless, you have the option to purchase the property by paying more CPF. In this case, you pay more CPF or cash upfront, which is demonstrated below. Right? In this case, we look at this and we said, okay, fail. Mary is for the, in this case, borrower financial details, right? Borrower financial details. Borrower is Mary, age 40, Singaporean. Currently, she owns no property after having decoupled from the last one, and her monthly fixed income is $7,300. Annual variable is $30,000. Singaporean, properties own nothing. CPF SA is entered as 0. CPF OA balance is 80,000. That's actually after decoupled, the OA balance comes back into her account, right? And then of course of this 80,000, since she has no other property, so usable CPF OA is calculated at 80,000. After the sales and proceeds, she would receive 1.045 million. So this is the cash that she has. And looking at this, she has a CPF OA of 80,000, and 1.045 million cash. And then let's have a look at the mortgage details. The mortgage details is of a private residential property, $1.5 million. Try to aim for 75% of 1.125. In fact, based on the system, it is estimated at 72% or 1.074. And looking at the CPF OA and cash flow analysis for the down payment, so this whole thing is the down payment. 5% cash is 75,000, 20% CPF is 350,000, right? These are the portion where it is payable by CPF. This is the portion where it's payable by cash. So we calculate this portion up here, and 120k cash, 350k CPF, of which 80,000 is available in CPF. So the CPF shortfall is 272. In this case, 120 is payable by cash, and she has 1.045 million, and the balance after deducting this one is 929,000. And CPF has shortfall of 272. Obviously, that has to be paid in cash, so we minus this two out. After paying for the CPF shortfall in cash, she still has a balance of $651,000, right? After deduction, after payment deduction, right, of all this amount. So then we look at the usable CPF OA balance, minus 80,000, left 0. CPF available 1.045 minus 393, left 651, right? Left 651, you can see left 651. And then after purchasing this property, you still have a surplus of total 651,960 in cash plus CPF, right? So after purchase of this property, Mary still has a balance of 651,960 in cash, or cash plus CPF, depending what is the split of the two. Okay, so let's do a save as. All right, so the coupled person buy another property, right? Step 6, save report.